What I want to do is I want to make a comprehensive deal that includes Israel, the Palestinians, Egypt, Jordan, and Syria, Lebanon, everybody. We're going to get everybody at a table, we're going to sit them down, and we're going to make some kind of deal that sets up the Palestinians so that they're not a stateless people stuck in refugee camps for all eternity. We're going to do something that makes the Israelis feel secure. We're going to get you the Golan Heights back. We're going to get Egypt the Sinai back. We're going to figure out what Jordan's water rights are to the Jordan River. All of this, the whole thing. And Hafez al-Assad is like, wow, you're going to do this for real? This is incredible. I'm on board. I will support the United States any way I can. This is remarkable. Kissinger's like, thank you so much. Jumps on an airplane, flies to Egypt. Kissinger sits down with Sadat and says, so I've been talking to everybody. I talked to the Palestinians, I talked to the Israelis, I talked to the Syrians, I talked to the Jordanians. I got to tell you, it's grim. It's grim. The Syrians don't want to cooperate. The Jordanians don't want to cooperate. The Palestinians don't want to cooperate. Look, the only way forward is to abandon everybody and make a separate peace deal with the Israelis. Just Egypt and Israel. Because nobody else is going to work with you. They're all only thinking about themselves. They're going to backstab you. It's bad. Isn't this amazing? This is US diplomacy at its finest. Sadat goes, okay, I guess. What am I going to do? I can't fight the United States. I had to fight the United States military. We were defeated. We beat the Israeli military. It took us 2 days. But who can fight the United States? I'm going to surrender. I'm going to make a separate peace deal. Hafez al-Assad hears what Kissinger has done, that Egypt's going to make a separate peace deal. He freaks out. He feels betrayed, backstabbed. He can't believe it. Kissinger came with all these promises, and the next thing you know, he's doing the opposite. It is cemented. Syria hates the United States. The Syrian government hates the United States. The Syrian government is going to be pro-Soviet and later pro-Russian for all eternity, because in the mind of the president and then later his son, there is no way to work with the United States because we are liars and manipulators. The reason why Kissinger did it was Kissinger believed that the way you created security for the United States was you created chaos in the rest of the world. Your goal was to upend the global system, shake it, break it, make it so there was so much chaos that nobody could have a coherent foreign policy. And then the United States could operate in that chaos. Get countries pitted against each other, split alliances. He split the Egyptian-Syrian alliance. Egypt was never a real full-fledged ally of the Soviet Union, but it was the Soviet Union that armed Egypt. It was the Soviet Union that was willing to back up Egypt, to step up when Egypt was in trouble. Kissinger wanted to break that too. And what he wanted to do was peel Egypt out of this pan-Arab secular socialist thing and bring it into the US camp. When they finally get the peace deal going, and then later on the Carter administration picks it up and runs with it, one of the things they promise Egypt is that Egypt will work with Israel, it will trade with Israel, it will normalize relations with Israel. Egypt will never fight Israel again. In return, whatever the United States is giving Israel in official foreign aid, it will give Egypt half of that in foreign aid. So to this day, Egypt and Israel combined get 1/3 of the entire US foreign aid package. Two countries get 1/3. Israel gets two shares for every Egyptian share, but the whole thing is based on the role that Israel plays in creating chaos in the Middle East. And the role that the United States then doesn't have to play because it's Israel that's doing the chaos.